So I've been wanting to do a video on self-care for a while, and originally I was just gonna like sit in front of the camera like the anxiety video and be like, here's my little tips for how to self-care and what I do and blah blah blah. Instead, here I am, $10 robe from Target, about to give you how to self-care from the bottom up. Step number 1, coffee.
So coffee is always the most important part, and here's what we do.
Coffee time.
So whilst the jug's boiling, I'll typically go on my phone, or then what we really need to do is get everything out and ready. So to start with, that involves going to the cupboard, looking at the same 3 mugs that you always use, and then deciding to go for the largest one because you're an addict, really. And then going to the cupboard, choosing the coffee, and contemplating for a while whether you're going to put any syrup on top, which I decided to, but then I end up putting it back later anyway. And then covering the camera. Smart move, real smart move. I then went and got a teaspoon from the drawer, fixed my robe, and then whoop, camera's back to where it is. And you can see all the lovely things that I'm including. So we'll just chuck the teaspoon of coffee in, so that's ready to go as soon as the water has boiled. And there I am putting the sauce back because I decided I didn't want it. Wouldn't really gel well. Kind of wanted chocolate. We were out of chocolate. It happens. So then whilst waiting for the jug to boil, just sit, relax, and then activated like a sleeper agent as soon as the click does go off, and grab your milk and quickly realize there is none of your own milk and you have to use full cream. So we do water followed by the milk. Usually I use light milk, but oh well. And then stir it all together. I had my grandmother once ask me whether I stir clockwise or anti-clockwise, and I never really understood, but to anyone who does wonder, it's clockwise, so. And then putting a whole bunch of whipped cream on top because I felt like being fancy today. And okay, I think that's enough. That's enough. And of course, because we're trash. Love that.
So whilst I'm sitting here drinking this ridiculous coffee I've made myself, good shit, I feel like I should talk a bit about like genuine self-care stuff. I recently got some really good advice. And when you're in times where your body is giving you that whole danger, you stop and you think, what do I need to comfort myself? Is it a bougie iced coffee and a fancy $10 Target robe, and then to apply acrylic nails and light a candle in a room that does not have your rats in it? Maybe.
Yay, time for probably the worst decision I made. But first of all, remember kids, trim your wicks. Very important. Have to keep them short. Otherwise, you damage your $40 taha.
It's been too long since I last lit this candle.
It was at this point where things quickly went downhill.
Buff nail, then clean. Select a nail that fits your natural nail. Apply glue to artificial nail. Place nail over natural nail. It is a little bumpy chunky monkey, but we'll see how we go. Let's go with a pinky, because I feel like a pinky is going to be easier. There's some things I learned from YouTube. It's that I should push my cuticles down. Nail techs are just not even like quaking, they're crying. They're straight up crying. That's it. Oh my god, it's on. Holy crap, that's just bonkers to look at, in all honesty. I think I did it crooked. There's also glue everywhere. I put too much glue on there. You know, we live and we learn, and I think there's got to be a way for like removing the glue that's not. I think you just remove the glue with nail polish remover. TBH.
I then proceeded to binge watch Botched Up Bodies on Netflix and decide to never get cosmetic surgery.
If anyone wants to know how long that took, the answer is too long, but I did it, fam. They're not perfect, and I know they're not perfect, but I'm still proud of me. This one's shape is really bad, I need to fix that. But I'm still proud of me, because it's the first time I've ever done this. It's a learning curve, and I need to buy myself some acetone nail remover, nail polish remover, because the only one I have is acetone free, which is no good for like fixing when you get the acrylic in the wrong place or anything like that. I also don't know where I got this nail file from, but it's pink with cats on it. That's upside down. Pink with cats on it. So that's kind of cute. I've also had my candle burning the whole time. I finished watching Botched Up Bodies and have now started on another one, which is still like a British one, but it's nowhere near as good, so I'm probably not going to finish it. Yeah, that took way too long. Editing me will do the math and figure out how long exactly it took, but the answer is a long ass time. A long ass time. Way too long, but now I have bitchin' nails, so that's ooh. I'm also like petrified of snapping them off, but
It was at this point my dad came home and my medication kicked in, so I relocated to my bedroom and filmed whatever this is. Also, it never occurred to me the robe and my hair would be noisy. I apologize.
my god. Ooh. Don't know how Tana did it because she's got fake teeth. Who am I kidding? The funniest part is probably that this is like, it doesn't want to focus on it. Good job, iPad. It's One Direction. And I still use it. I love it. Actually, where are my other favourites? Now, there's a difference between my favourites and the ones that I'm using to get rid of. Like, for example, this one, which I've had for years, which I'm using to try and get rid of it. It's a Justin Bieber one. I don't even remember what it's called. I think it's called Boyfriend. I'm not sure. I've had it since I was like 14. Still here. Still got a fair amount left in it. I've emptied like 2 perfumes in my life. I really want to try and empty more. Legit favourite though. It had like a big fluffy pom-pom on it, but I took it off. So it's just the beautiful, it matches everything. That's probably why I like it. The other one I have is Cloud. I bought this like the other week. I say the other week. It was like, oh, it was kind of the other week. It was like around January time. So, and it's cute because it has like a little plastic cloud that it sits in and you just go, boop. But it's also deceiving because some people think like that's the whole bottle. But it's not. It's just this part. This one is another favourite. I liked it because the liquid was black, but then I had an issue where it leaked everywhere. But surprisingly, I've still got so much left of it. Another one I've had for what feels like forever is this. It's the only Marc Jacobs thing I own. Funnily enough, I own every One Direction perfume. Makeup-wise though, I use this one a lot. It's the Lime Crime Wet Cherry Lip Gloss. Which is funny because I used to hate lip gloss, but I love that lip gloss. Burt's Bees Lip Balm. Essential. What else have I got that's just sitting here? Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. This is like my favourite everyday foundation because it's, I went to say it's cheap. It costs like $25, but I have this shade 4.4, which is Shell. I used to use Porcelain, but that was too dark for me. Another essential is the Australis Makeup Spritz. Absolutely adore that. I go through this quite often. I go through these like it's nobody's business. I use the shade Light Beige, which I constantly forget and always have to ask someone who's still home what shade it is, but it's this one, and it's got like the little mirror thing with the little like puffy pad. I don't use the puffy pad though, like you can see it on here because I'll sometimes use it to set like under my eyes or like the, what are they called, like laugh lines, smile lines. Sometimes for that, but I typically use it with like a big BYS brush that I bought years ago. I love these. My Sweet Peach, I had to recently do some like Frankensteining on because it has like all, oh, you can kind of see them, like these little bumpy bits, which I was really scared of at first. I'm like, oh god, what's wrong with it? And then I learned that it's just because like the oils from your face get into the pan, and because I use this so like liberally and every single day, it had a lot of those little bumpies. So I've got like a plastic McDonald's knife that I like scrape those off with, and then you put down a bit of tape and do it like a pore strip, and it really helped. I was like, holy moly, that was amazing. And then another product which you'll see how much I've used this. Which one is this? I always forget. The Mary Luminizer. I first heard about this from Emma Pickles like years ago when I was still in high school, and I wanted one so bad. And then when I started earning my own money, I bought one from Sephora. I have the Betty Lou. This is my bronzer if I decide to use a bronzer. Like, you can see that I have used it because you're starting to get, like, the indents. It's not flat, but nowhere near as much as the Cindy. Just because, like, it's a harder shade for me to make work. That's going to be on my face now. I'm an idiot. Why did I do that? But sometimes I'll do, like, the three of them together. But I'm going to make sure I don't look like a Neapolitan ice cream. And I know people are going to be like, you can get the Too Faced trio for this. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't know. Some of their, like, products are very miss. I was going to say hit or miss, but they're just straight up miss. Which is frustrating, but it's whatever. I mean, I do also have this one, the little Love Flush, which is cute. I think the bunny print is officially gone now, though, for me. Yeah, those bunnies, look, they're gone. The bunnies are gone. But it's still really, they're kind of there. Yeah, they're still kind of there. And this one is Baby Love. This just became a, like, bougie-ass makeup tour with me for all the products I use every damn day of my life. So we're, like, 4, like, go-to shades at the moment. I used to have Kat Von D's Bow and Arrow included in here, but it's kind of, like, I've phased it out a bit. I don't use it as much. If I'm going to go for something of that tone, I go for Australis Radelaide. But I've got Kat Von D's Lolita, which I own another one of these for when this one runs out. My lime crime ones I store in their boxes. Same with my, like, 1 sugar pill and my 3 Jeffree Stars. This one here is one of their plushies. It's got the cute little teddy bear on the top. I do own the shade Teddy Bear as well, and I love that. It's really nice. But this is the shade Jam. So it's a good, like, red. The other one that I have sitting here is Marshmallow, which I typically put this one on and either over the top of the Kat Von D lip liner I have, which I can't remember the shade of. And I don't know if it's printed on there. I heard a squeak, but it was the wheel. I don't know if it's printed on there, but there's that one. And my other go-to lip shade at the moment is Cashmere. This one's like, I've got like a gap forming in the bottle because I've used it that much. Like, it's the same with the Wet Cherry. It's starting, you can't really tell as much because it is a clear product, but like, I've got this much left. But I love that, and I love this one as well. I have this a brow pomade. It's the Chi Chi one in soft brown. I used to use taupe. People are going to shit on me for saying it is taupe. But then I started using soft brown. Eyeshadow wise, I have like my Venus palettes. My 3 little ones I keep in the ottoman that I'm sitting on. They're in the actual box that I got a whole bunch of lime crime stuff in. But I also have this baby. I want to get XL2, but I've been too broke. There she is in all her shiny, beautiful glory. Yeah, I've been leaning towards, like, oh god, awkward, Venus 3 a lot lately. The Venus palette I probably use the least is Venus 2. I've got Venus 1 that I've used for, like, a bajillion years. And you can tell because, like, a lot of the shades are, like, starting to divot really bad, especially these two. Because they were, well, they still are my go-to if I'm bothered to get them out of the ottoman, which is Icon and Divine. Creation is also really good. Aura is lovely as like a brow bone highlight in a corner. So I really like those two there. Shell I've been diving into again because of all like the pinks and the peachy tones and just feeling really like cute and stuff. I don't know. I'm really into all that lately. I'm just like feeling bougie, I guess. Even though I earn like $200 a week, which is not enough to call yourself bougie. I have a cabinet back there that has like a whole shelf of like Furbies. That's Furbies. The one underneath it has Furbies. That's gaming stuff. They're all pop vinyls, including 2 new ones that I got the other day, which is Nala and Zazu. I've then got Lion King stuff on the bottom shelf, but you can't see that. Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, what else can I just ramble about? Because this self-care video went off the rails. I don't know. I really wish I had painted these before it came to like finishing the video, because that would have just looked nicer. I'm also wearing my little guardian angel today. I have another angel. It's a pin though, and it's a little kitty cat. I got it for my cat that passed away. Oh god. He was 17, so he basically, yeah. He was not raised by his mummy. We had to like bottle feed him and stuff. Yeah, he lived a really long time for a cat that was like found in the street. So we loved him. We loved him so much. We still love him. Who am I kidding? Like, I have this for him. That's how much he meant to me. And I've also got a little hug angel, which is another pin. I've got an angel worry box. I have an angel card as well in with all my crystals. And then for the cat again, I've got this little statue, and I thought it was really appropriate because it's like a tanny coloured cat and he was a ginger kitty. So I thought that was really good and really appropriate. So this here is my little crystal box. It's also got some shells in it, which I'm not going to take out. I have a citrine point, a piece of clear quartz. This was my, no, it's not. I'll get to that one later. So that is clear quartz, a piece of petrified wood, which has been polished. I have a lapis lazuli, a little tumbled amethyst, a piece of carnelian, a bit of garnet, and then the moonstone, which I really like. I also have a ring from Pandora that has moonstone in it. Then that's my little bag of shells. So I have rose quartz, I have, oh my god, another chunk of like I think this is actually more of like a calcium variant. I have a huge chunk of rose quartz, another chunk of rose quartz, and this was the first ever crystal I got. That's a bit of clear quartz. And then this one, I believe, was a piece of rose quartz that I accidentally sun bleached. Smart. I have a bit of like an amethyst geode. And then this one, I think one of these is a selenite and one is a lapis. I believe this one might be the selenite. I'll have to check. I can't remember.
At this point my mother came home, so she painted my nails for me, and I then proceeded to binge watch one day at a time out of anxiety. Yay!
Shining like Times Square from a jet plane, I'm here now where you once were. Head in hands, but on you.